Buddy, you know, I've been fighting this PLC in the Rogue rig for a couple months now with outputs just erratically stopping working. And I think we've tried everything we can, so Rockwell said send it back. So I thought I'd show you a couple tips on changing out the Micro850 while we're at it. And the first thing that a lot of people don't realize in the 850s until they've already wrestled it out and got half the wire swapped is the connectors are actually removable on these. And that is one of the advantages over it compared to the Micro820. Some of the Micro820s have removable connectors, but most of them, they're sorted onto them. So when we're changing it out, I mean, it's very time consuming and there's a lot of opportunities to accidentally get a couple of wires swapped. Then we'll go ahead and pop this side cover off, really because there's your expansion IO connector and we're gonna need to make sure that that gets plugged in on ours since we're using expansion IO. Now, hopefully on yours, you have some space because yeah, you do need a little bit of gap to get it out, but that can be the biggest wrestling match. So I'm gonna pop that end anchor off. And then there is a switch, or not a switch, there is a, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit there. There is a release lever here. We're gonna pull that forward. And then there's also one on the bottom. Nope, not gonna be able to get where you can see the bat, but it's in the same spot on the bottom. Then you can slide that expansion IO out of the way. Then we'll pop that connector off, and we'll pop that connector off. And then on the bottom, you're gonna have a couple of DIN rail clips to release. And they're a little hard to see, so I'll show you them on here, but it's these two white clips here, and they can pop up out of the way. And once you have them popped up out of the way, we can slide the old PLC out. And then we can pop the new PLC on and then push those clips back in. And they do take some effort. Let's see if I can get where you can kind of see it. There you go. They take a little effort to push in, but make sure you get those snapped in. Then we can slide our expansion IO back over. We can press our levers back. That'll hold those into place. Then I can put my outputs in. Oops, I didn't take this one off. I should have done that before I got this thing in here. There we go, that one wasn't too bad. We'll put our input connector on. And I'm not gonna plug my Ethernet cable in yet. And then I'll press Discover Device. And I hit the up arrow. It says it's making a DHCP discovery. And press OK. And since I went ahead and discovered it on the old PLC, that's saved to this PLC as the target IP, and that's why it says 192.168.1.106. So all I have to do is press the OK button, and then we press OK to set it to static. And now I can plug my cable in. Then I can open the program up and go ahead and right-click the Micro850 and download. And in these cases, typically you are going to download with project values because it's a brand new PLC, so otherwise it would download and all my parameters would show 0. So I'm going to download with project values. And then I'll go to the Micro850 tab and go ahead and put it back in run mode. And I did hear a bunch of clickety-click down here, so it looks like my IO is working again. And I have a flashing safety reset. Does sound like it's doing something. Reach down here and hit these run bars. And all right, looks like it is running again. Yes, and for my OCD group, because I'm with you. Yeah, I know I need to put my covers on. I just hadn't got that done, but if I don't do that in the video, somebody will get on to me and say I didn't finish my job. And here's the challenge with an erratic program. This is only it happens about once a month. So I guess we'll wait a month and see if that fixes it.